gripping first half. Really, Steve-O, the match has got to almost now just ease a bit from the shackles of all that tension and intensity.
I'm sure that both coaches were telling the players composure will be a key factor. Just settle into the swing of things. The nerves surely should have gone now that both coaches have had the opportunity to sort a few things out. There were plenty wrong from both sides in that first 40.
Well, it's been clean as a whistle in terms of the referee. Only a matter of 2 penalties, I think, in that first 40 minutes. 3 penalties. 3-3, was it? 6 penalties. But not too much to get upset about. Oh, Henry Paul has made the first break of the second half. He's got away from Aitchison. He's got Naylor in support. He couldn't take it in, Naylor. And there is yet another chance gone begging. 34 seconds of the second half.
Unbelievable. It was not a bad pass. And Naylor surely had the try line at his mercy. It was a wonderful step yet again from Henry Paul. He scythed through this Saints defence. And as I said at half-time, Eddie, you've got to take your opportunities. And that's another one that's gone begging.
I think Matthew Elliott knows it too. That would have been the perfect start. That would have been the start that St Helens had last week against Castleford Tigers, right at the beginning of the second 40. But it would have gone to the Bradford Bulls. And I just wonder, it's incidents like that, it's little passages of play like that sap away at the confidence of one side and increase the confidence of the other. And at the moment, St Helens are in possession with Long on to Martin. He gives it a bit of width and finds Aitchison. Poor ball, picked up by Withers. Withers is on his way to the line. Chris Smith's in support, back inside to Price. Leo Price on his 18th birthday.
Is it a knock-on, though? Surely they'll go for the screen.
The referee hasn't given it yet.
Time off.
I think there might have been a knock-on involved there.
When you got the ball. Can you go back to where you got the ball down there? Just check there wasn't a knock-on in there, please.
Referee wants
check
exactly
the ground and
that
we weren't in a
checking.
position to see.
He wasn't in a position to see. Let's have a look.
Definite knock-on there from Withers. Fingertip has got to it. It's enough.
Has it?
Whoa, it's a big call for the video referee. He'll want another look at this in slow motion, that is for sure. That's the ball away. Oh, is it a fingernail? It is so difficult, but I think that the way that ball now is being projected forward, just perhaps, but it could go either way.
I don't think he's touched it. Well, if we're arguing about it, what on earth will be going through the mind of the video referee? It's frame by frame. I don't think he's touched that.
He may have missed it, but it's only a fraction. Withers definitely went for the football.
David Campbell is tonight's video referee in the grand final, and how about this for a decision? Well, if he's touched it, it's by just the end of a fingernail.
And that width of a fingernail, that fraction, could be the difference between glory and sadness.
Well, he's taken a look. Leon Price is on his birthday. No try. He came up with the knock-on. All that effort for nothing for the 18-year-old today, Leon Price. It is a knock-on against Michael Withers.
It's only a fraction, but the video referee has deemed that it has gone forward, and perhaps the fact that the momentum of the ball going away from Aitchison would have sent it in a different direction, that maybe would have persuaded him.
Well, we have had 2 massive calls in grand finals this year. In Australia, there was a penalty try awarded that won the grand final for the Melbourne Storm. Here we have had a decision by the video referee that's denied Bradford a 10-point lead.
2 minutes that could have made sure that the game was completely out of the grasp of the Saints. Will that lift them? Will Lady Luck start to shine on the St Helens side?
Well, they will be buoyed by that decision. And Hoppy for New Love is a change made by Hanley. That's a pretty big call as well. Last tackle. New Love is injured though. Martin slides the kick over. Long went for it. Was he impeded? No. Referee Stuart Cummings waves play on.
Good option though from Martin. You can see the joint was offside. There's certainly a man hit the deck. Sean Long, it was Forshaw that took him out.
Well, they'll talk about that knock-on or no by Michael Withers long into the night. It's a 4-point gap.
That was one big call by the video referee. We talk about the pressure out there. It certainly was on for the man who had to make that decision. It could have been curtains for Saints if it had gone the other way.
Pressure on the field, pressure below stairs. The kick over the top is by Robbie Paul. It's not the best, but Fielden's after it. It is collected here by Iro, who flicks the ball inside to Aitchison. Aitchison goes up the middle on a charging run. Paul down. Well, it's one way and then the other. Here's to Elangi. Take your eyes off the screen tonight at your peril. Cunningham dummy half. Long. On it goes to Sculthorpe. Back then to Chris Joint. And Joint is grounded by the tackle from McDermott. Long scampers in to the play of the ball. This is Iro trying to go round Naylor. Naylor and Vicona combining to bring the big Kiwi down. They're 15 metres from the line. Hoppy's at dummy half. It's with Tommy Martin. Martin back to Matautia. He gets the pass away to Sculthorpe. They've got men in numbers. Back it goes to Hoppy. And Hoppy's wrapped up. Downstairs by Lowe's and upstairs by Naylor. Cunningham onto Long. Slides the kick through. Brilliantly picked up behind the line by Robbie Paul. Danger averted for the time being.
Good option there from Long, but well read there. The experience telling. Robbie Paul anticipated the kick straight across underneath the sticks.
Let's get the halftime news quickly. Here's Bill.
Ellery Hanley has laid it on the line for his troops. 40 minutes of the season to go. Success depends on their effort in these next 40 minutes. He wants a monumental last 40 minutes of the season from his team, and he wants to see them take on the Bulls in the attacking zone of the field. Bradford pretty happy with their first 40 minutes, but they're ruining those missed opportunities. But they will be cheered by the sight of Paul Newlove limping off with what looks like a knee injury, getting treatment at the moment. He has been a big influence for...
This is play on! Henry Paul, back it goes to Naylor. Naylor's seen a gap, and Naylor is slid out. Wonderful defence from St Helens. Where on earth did they come from then? Naylor thought he was home for the try.
St Helens were caught napping. They allowed the ball to bounce from the kick, and you could see that Hoppy knocked it back. That put Spruce on an onside situation. They cannot afford to let the ball bounce like that. Well, another opportunity has gone begging. What a fantastic cover defence there from Saints. It has to be.
Two early chances have gone Matthew Elliott and the Bradford Bulls' way. It's St Helens with head and feet at the scrum, 10 metres from their own line, 20 metres in from touch on this near side. Long with the pass into the arms of Hoppy, and Hoppy is barreled to the floor by Michael Withers.
No penalties, no penalties.
Long dummy half again. Now it's with Perolini. Forshaw's after him with Boyle.
No penalties yet.
Cunningham dummy half. Here's to Elangi.
That's great. Jim, up the yard.
Cunningham again. Good defensive stint here so far from Bradford. 3 tackles gone.
They've done a good job on Chris Joint. I question the fact that maybe he'd gone into this game carrying some sort of injury. He is yet to make a clean break.
And of course he tore Castleford's defence to shreds last week. Long under pressure, gets the kick in though, good kick too. Spruce and Price coming across. Spruce gets it, pops it back to Leon Price. Strong run from him, halted by Hoppy and by Sculthorpe.
Good work from the youngster there, went back to help out the fullback Stuart Spruce. Quick thinking there.
Robbie Paul. Just over the halfway line.
Well, what do Bradford have to do to post a try in this second half? 3 great opportunities in the space of 5 minutes from the restart. Bombed all 3.
Henry Paul, step from Henry Paul, joint with a telling tackle. Last one for Bradford. Lowe's stabs the kick in, an invitation to Boyle, and Aitchison just whacks it dead.
Wonderful play by the hooker, James Lowe's. Kept a cool head. It was on the last tackle. He made space on the blind side. It was a well-weighted kick. Aitchison said, I'm not having anything of this. Let's get it in dead. More pressure for the Saints.
Go, Tommy.
Drop out from underneath their own sticks, but Paul Aitchison to the rescue of St Helens again.
Well,
Title winner with Wigan once upon a time, Paul Aitchison.
Right, no penalties.
Who'll be the title winner of '99?
Just saying, Eddie, how long can this Saints defence hang on? They've hardly had the ball at all in the second half.
Oh dear, what a mess, but he went backwards. Stuart Cummings giving Mike Forshaw and company the benefit of the doubt there. Here is Boyle again. St Helens, they're trying to repel all borders, but they're running out of numbers. How long can St Helens hold on? Lowe's trying to get to his feet, the crowd screaming for a penalty. Long pass from Robbie to brother Henry. Back it goes to Spruce. Spruce having a great grand final. Oh, and slid over the line again. Well, they're using the conditions favourably, St Helens, tonight.
They really should have gone back on the inside there. They know by now, slippery conditions. That's the fourth or fifth time that Bradford players have been bundled over the whitewash, when really they should be piling on the inside and utilising the kick. We already saw the advantage that Lowe's used with that kick, applying the pressure. But full credit to Saints, they have clung on. I don't know how, but they have.
It's tense. 50 minutes of the grand final gone, half an hour remaining, plus any extra time that might be necessary. Sean Hoppy, amazing story for him. Fifth St Helens appearance, and here he is in the grand final. Perolini to drive it in.
Well, it's time like this that if St Helens have a breakaway try.
Charged down by Lowe's. Claimed by St Helens, and it's back to 0.
Just about to say that if it... Good work again by the hooker Lowe's, but if Saints have a breakaway try, psychologically it will be a bitter blow to the Bulls.
Will it ever? Cunningham gets the ball away. Oh, Iroh's put it down.
They'll take the first knock on. They took the gamble with a long ball out wide. It was not the best.
It wasn't. It was dipping. It was round his bootlaces.
And he took the option to take it on the half volley rather than get his foot to it. This is more pressure yet again.
And Bradford are anxious to get Paul Deacon onto the field, but they're going to leave it for the time being and see how this attack develops with Henry Paul. He slips the clutches of Martin. Oh, he looked over the left shoulder. There was nobody there. They're 30 metres away again. Vicono is at dummy half. Makes 10 more priceless metres, does Tevita Vicono, the Tongan international. Lowe's at dummy half. Dwyer.
Get out, Kieran.
It's a human battering ram at the moment that Bradford are throwing at this St Helens defence, and Boyle has put the opportunity down again.
Well, how many chances are they going to just fritter away? It was a well-laid plan. He held the ball, and you can see there the opportunity. Robbie held it at the right moment. Oh, and that is a look of total disgust. Great defence.
Bernard Dwyer on Chris Joynt. Hoppy from dummy half.
And I think you could see on the face of Chris Joynt grimacing there. He's doing it tough out there, and not surprisingly.
11 handling errors from Bradford, Steve, only 4 from St Helens, and most of those 11, I would suggest, in the St Helens quarter.
But how long can St Helens handle it? I mean, it must be sapping their energy. They're having to struggle back time and time again. They just can't get the football in Bradford's half.
Well, that's true, but it might work the other way. They might soak up the pressure and say, hey, this lot can't do us.
Okay, that's one. Stand
and
up,
Tommy Martin is off the field for St Helens, and it's Paul Wellens, another of the young guns of 1999 who comes on for him.
Well, he won't shirk the business, that is for sure. Paul Wellens has had a fine season.
It looks like Robbie Paul's the man to make way for Paul Deacon. Well, that's a massive change by Matt Elliott.
Well, to be fair, Robbie has not been his explosive best in this game. His brother Henry has caused him a lot of trouble, but he has been quiet. It's a big call from Matthew Elliott.
There's Tommy Martin alongside Vila Matautia now on the bench. It's back with Deacon. Here's his first touch, and Deacon with a high-angled kick. This will be a little tester for Aitchison. Well, it would have been if there was any pressure on him, but they were all stood in front of the kicker. They had to give him 10.
Good refereeing there by Stuart Cummings. Shouted out to the 4 Bradford players who had moved forward, but that is great defence. It'll have to be.
Here's Sullivan. Well, who's got the courage to go on and win this match? Maybe Cunningham has. He thought about releasing the pass to Sullivan. Here's to Ilangi. Wrestled to the ground by Forshaw. Great defence. Last one for St Helens. Long will hoist the kick. They're all after this. Wellens is underneath it. Bradford allow it to bounce. That could have been fatal. Dwyer picks up the bits.
Nerves yet again coming into it. You could see there that Stuart Spruce lost it completely. Now the lights here at Old Trafford, they're on the front of the stand, and maybe that's creating a problem for them. They're not the big towers that you have at many other soccer grounds. It's the only excuse I can think, quite a few of them, and that's messing around at the play the ball.
Come on. Henry, make sure you don't touch good people when they're running through. Right.
Just a bit of a facial there, but there was no chance here. You're going to allow Mike Forshaw the chance to get up and play the ball. He looks out on his feet, does Chris Joynt. It's been one of those sapping games.
It has, and there's still plenty of time for this match to be won. At the moment, Bradford in the ascendancy. They're having all the possession in this second half. They've had a try wiped out by the video referee. St Helens desperately trying to defend and keep them out. Deacon, on it goes to McDermott. Up the middle he goes to Ilangi, and Cunningham get to him.
Well,
I think in front of the sticks.
Whoever scores the next try, I think that'll be curtains for the opposition.
Henry Paul has been all over the place, and he releases it to Naylor, and Naylor! Well, he wanted to release it, he has, and he's lost it.
Hungry to keep the ball alive, lost control of it. There's a break on. He's knocked on as Iro.
Iro does it again. That is a big game player, Kevin Iro. International for New Zealand 34 times, but he's knocked on a few too many times for Ellery Hanley's comfort tonight.
Super play there by Shortlong through the dummy. This is the one where the big fella lost it, Naylor. Opportunities yet again go begging.
Well, these two sides in the grand final are not respecting the possession.
To be fair, Eddie, it is very wet out there, slippery conditions.
And it's intense. The defence of both sides at the moment, magnificent. St Helens more so in that department because they're under such pressure. Dwyer, no second phase. 8 metres from the line, Bradford. Loads. Fielden to charge it in. Strength and bravery on show there. Knock on. Knock on, and Cunningham.
Who would be a coach? The pressure, not on the players, but these coaches.
Well, Cunningham stood his ground.
Must be turmoil inside. And again, a mistake, an error.
Stay in. Paul, in you go.
That says it all.
Well, he is ahead, 6-2, but it's no lead. It's nothing for comfort, that. 4 points. They keep the ball alive, St Helens. Cunningham tried to get the ball away and did. Smith has picked it up, but he's lost ground. And Price is there. And they bundle Chris Smith to the ground. So there's some big hits going on out there.
Sheer strength.
Skillful.
That's what's been displayed here. The defences not allowing many opportunities, and when they do come, they're bombing them.
Last tackle for St Helens. Wait for the 40-20 attempt by Long. Well, it's a huge thump downfield, but it's bounced the wrong way. Leon Price ambles across and picks up. Wellens 19 on Price 18. Vicona. Wellens gets him again. Helped out by Hoppy.
Interesting to see there that long kick downfield by St Helens. The chase was extremely poor. That is a sign that they may be flagging, and it doesn't surprise me. Their defence has been put under so much pressure in this second half.
They're under pressure again here. It's Withers, but he's whipped to the ground by Iro. This is Fielden.
Well, the tactics now from the Bulls is to keep this ball alive. Make sure that this last one is a good kick. But when they have possession, keep it alive, keep turning it.
High kick, but no pressure on Aitchison. And he gets away from Deacon as well.
Great play.
Sullivan, the Welsh wizard, won't score a length of the field try just yet. Paul saw to that. Perolini. Dwyer and Boyle, second rows running their blood to water, but destroying all that good work, conceding the penalty, and Long anxious to get on with it.
Hoosed into the touchline there over on the right-hand side. What can Saints do now?
Tuilangi drives it in tough. Boyle stands his ground. Here goes Cunningham. On it goes to Long. Long has seen a gap. Oh, and McDermott and Dwyer closed it quickly. Wellens wants to get on with it, and does, and he finds Sculpthorpe. Now here is Joint. Joint bounces off Henry Paul. Looked over the right shoulder. Nobody there. Here goes Hoppy. What a moment for Hoppy to maybe score his first try in St Helens colours. He's got them to within 5 metres of the Bradford line. Nichol's going to have a go. Nicol just stays in the field of play. Last one for the Saints. Sullivan. Back it goes to Long. Where's the kick? There it is. Cross field. Looking for the big man. It's flicked back. There's a chance here. Wellens has given it to Aitchison. Great defence.
What a tackle. Young Deacon there.
Deacon, my apologies.
What a tackle from the youngster Deacon.
He's not big enough to make a tackle like that.
What a try saver. Well, we praised the St Helens defence scrambling through. Wellens got the bounce. Aitchison must have just glanced at the youngster there and thought, my weight, my height, you're small, I'm going through. It was like running into a brick wall.
McDermott did well then, recycled the ball. This is fall short. Tackled by Cunningham. Here now is Spruce. Anderson has come on. Considerable weight has just arrived in the Bradford pack. Lowe's, Deacon. To within 10 metres of halfway. Ellery Hanley chunnering on all the way through this match. Here is Anderson. Bundles it over the halfway line, but that's the last tackle. Lowe's. Henry Paul hoists the kick. Now are they all on or are they all offside? Oh, Chris Smith has dropped it, but he never even attempted it. And a good job that Aitchison was there. Penalty.
Going over the top there, you could see that Chris Smith was in all sorts of trouble. Wasn't within cooey of that.
I think they've been penalised for pushing Chris Smith off the ball. And it looks like Michael Withers' grand final might be over. He's just signalled to the bench. He's in a bit of trouble. That's not what the penalty's for. The push on Smith.
Pushed him over. Indiscipline yet again.
St Helens, well, the longer the game goes on, penalty count, nothing to choose between them. The longer it goes on for St Helens, the greater the belief that they will have that the Bradford Bulls simply cannot break them down tonight. But can they break the Bulls? Oh, that was high. Across the shoulder.
Big grab from Boyle.
Tuilangi's put it down now.
Was that a knock on?
Deacon has it for the Bulls. Play on, says Stuart Cummings.
Just lost it. Tuilangi spills the football. It's becoming a procession.
So much pressure, no tries yet for the Bulls in this second half. They lead 6-2. Here is Spruce on the charge to within 10. Nicol gets to him. Quick play the ball. Lowe's will get there.
No, he doesn't. He's lost it. Good work from Nicol. Nicol has hurled the ball away. That is fantastic play by Sonny Nicol. He looked all the world that Lowe's was going to get it down, but he didn't.
But then he tried to...
But was it reefed away?
But he's trying to put it over again. He's lost control. So if anything, it's either a try or it's a scrum 10 metres out, in my opinion.
Does he get it back? That's the most important factor.
A scrum 10 metres out the stage.
Nicol's arms.
Well, there's hands and arms.
Tuilangi's arms in there.
There's everything in there.
It looked for all the world he was going to get it down, but look at Nicol. The right hand came and forced the ball, and he tried on the second occasion. I think this will be a knock-on with the Saints' head and feed. He's not over inside the in goal.
Kieran Cunningham agrees with you. All the banners say no try, and it is no try, and it's a 10-metre scrum feed, and the defence gets it. And the defence is St Helens. Matthew Elliott ain't pleased.
Well, what does he have to do to get some more points on that board? But, well, Nicol, he went so close to dragging down Henry Paul, and if it had been a dry day, he would have stopped him from scoring. It's only the fact that they both slid over that Paul scored that vital four-pointer.
Paul Wellens, as you said when he came on, even at 19, he won't shirk the workload here. Sean Hoppy, another big Kiwi international, and another one behind him at dummy half was Kevin Iro. Stars all across this park, and here's Cunningham. Cunningham offloads. Chris Smith will carry it on. Bernard Dwyer has missed him. Lowe's hasn't, and neither has the big fella Paul Anderson. It's a very shallow 10 metres there, and the referee has got Bradford for offside.
He wanted standing square. Anderson moved away, not in front. Quick to get the ball across. Now the Saints have soaked it up for far so long here.
Well, this would be the irony of ironies. And Wellens looks for some chink in the Bulls' armour. It wasn't there on that occasion.
Keep your eye out for Tuilangi coming on the second phase.
Here's Sculthorpe, now with Hoppy. Hoppy has to take the tackle of Henry Paul that is, and young Deacon. Long on to Tuilangi, there he is. Another good challenge. Robbie Paul on the sideline, prowling up and down. Long, good ball. Perolini was missed by Anderson. Perolini still standing. Perolini was through, and that was almost curtains for Bulls. To within 5 metres, it's with Cunningham. It's now with Long. Wide it goes to Aitchison. They must score. Iro will score. Kevin Iro scored for St Helens, but referee Stuart Cummings hands it on again. Was the ball grounded? He couldn't tell. There was a whole phalanx of bodies, but the impression is that Iro has scored.
Little doubt in my mind, and I'm sure that the video referee will agree. We said if they made the opposition suffer, they soaked up all the pressure, and they've come back with a try. No problem with that. The cheers from the Saints fans will let you know it's all locked up with a kick to come. Wonderful three-quarter line play for the first time in the second half. They got the ball out wide. Those guys have gone absolutely MAD.
The try is given to Kevin Iro to add the grand final four-pointer to 6 Wembley tries, and that is a record. Kevin Iro has sent the St Helens fans into a frenzy. It's level pegging at Old Trafford. 6-all, Kevin Iro's try, and Sean Long with the biggest kick of the season to come.
It was a run from Perolini that put them in this position. Aitchison superb, he threw the dummy. Nothing that Price could do. The cover defence had gone across, but Perolini, it was Anderson, that went for the big hit. He missed him. Perellini was on his way. And Aitchison said, give me the football. On to Iro. It can be a cruel game, this rugby league. But as we say so many times, Eddie, you've got to take your chance. They have.
132 tries in the British game for the Kiwi, Kevin Iro. None more important than that to St Helens. This kick from Sean Long to give the Saints the lead for the first time. Long has kicked it. St Helens have the lead. They have been flattened by Bradford, but they bounced back up like the champions they might be. And Ellery Hanley is absolutely motionless in the stands. And Matthew Elliott, the inquest will begin.
Well, there you see it, Perellini sucked in 6 players there, and that's why they have the overlap out wide. Superb offload by Aitchison right at the supreme moment. Well, I tipped it that this could perhaps psychologically just ruin the Bulls' efforts. There's still plenty of time, though.
But St Helens again are recycling the ball. Long goes to ground. Takes the tackle from Henry Paul. On the ground he was prone. Matthew Elliott now is jiggling with his players, trying to come up with the right formula. 12 and a half minutes to go of the 99 season. And St Helens have their noses in front. And almost away was Paul Sculthorpe. This is Cunningham. Cunningham just pushes Forshaw out the way. What a run from Cunningham. That's the last. Nickel at dummy half. Long dabs it over the top. Spruce lets it bounce. Long's got it. Wellens. Joyce has knocked it forward.
Forward
no
pass.
try. Joyce holds his head in his hands. Hoppy is denied. It flicked off the fingers of Chris Joyce into the arms of Hoppy. And the try is scrubbed out. It's a turnover. It was on the last.
Beautiful chip over there, good option. You could see there that Deacon and Spruce got in the way, and Joint couldn't drag it in. Too many cooks were spoiling the broth. The broth had boiled over, it was gone.
That's one.
Incredible. Anderson with the charging run upfield. St Helens will run their blood to water now.
No penalties, come on.
Lowe's on to Deacon. Deacon, wide it goes from him to Withers. Iro's all over his back. Oh, he's dropped it. Deacon's dropped it. Saints have got it back. Sculthorpe takes the tackle for St Helens.
The nightmare will continue. So often have the Bulls been accused of being chokers in the big time, in the big final. Are they going to do it again?
Time off, take the ball off him.
Perellini is injured, he has been withdrawn, and on comes Julian O'Neill. Meanwhile, the play continues. That was high from Anderson. This will be a penalty. This will be a penalty, and this will be another shot at goal from Sean Long.
Back off, stop. Quiet.
We mentioned the word composure and discipline. Straight over the top of the ball, right into the musset joint. Little doubt about it. The impact with the arm, followed by the shoulder. It was that fella, Paul Anderson, that went for a big hit on that Perellini. He missed him. Perellini got under the post, and from that, Saints scored that vital try. He shakes his head. He's bewildered, is Matthew Elliott.
Well, they've not gone for the two. I thought they might have been tempted. They're going for broke, St Helens, with O'Neill just on the fresh legs.
Right, okay, back up to Vito.
Looking for the try that could win the grand final. Long. Here is Nickel. He's hauled down. Cunningham's at dummy half. He will come the short side with Joint fully recovered. Joint! Fielden rather with the tackle down below. Within 2 meters, Hoppy. Back it goes to Cunningham. Wide it goes to Long. Further wide then to Sculthorpe. He was almost through. He was clawed to the ground by Deacon. Wellens. On it goes to Iro. Iro's thrown it to nobody. Chris Smith picks up. Took a bang, Smith. That's the last tackle. He is Long. Now Aitchison, he's dropped it.
Not the option they wanted. Long really should have taken control of that. He was shouting for the football. Aitchison, give me it. But really, when you're in a position of winning by 2 points, you've got to make sure that your kicking game comes in. And they failed to do that.
Well, it was 10-4 last year to Wigan against Leeds. Robbie Paul about to return to the action. It's now 8-6 to St Helens. 14 points in it again, but we still have 8.5 minutes left for play. It's with Anderson. Tuilangi hit him and the ball dropped.
That's one of the tackles of the season. One of the tackles of the season. I repeat it. Bang.
It's Bradford's ball. Bradford's head and feet. Tuilangi adjudged to have knocked it forward. I think he's hard done by.
I'm sure he is. That was an unusual effort there by the second rower for Eddie Tuilangi.
Well, Paul Deacon has tried, and now Robbie Paul will try to open up this St Helens defence. Bill, what's the news?
Misdefined change around by Matthew Elliott. He'd taken Robbie Paul off and hoped for great things from Paul Deacon. He's now reversed that, and Deacon left the field a very bewildered young man. He literally was scratching his head, but this must be the last throw of the dice for the Bulls. They're looking for Robbie to come up with that little bit of magic to try and turn this game in their direction.
Well, they've had it in their pocket for so long, but right now it's St Helens who are going to be the champions of 1999 unless something even more dramatic happens over the next 7.5 minutes. Robbie Paul, good ball to Boyle. Boyle back to Withers, immediately clattered by Sculthorpe.
Ball and all tackle, couldn't get ball away. Withers.
Henry Paul has broken through. He's got support there from Forshaw.
He's blown it, they've blown it yet again. It was forward anyway. I cannot believe it. How many times do they want to bomb and throw away this grand final?
Sean Long is injured, I think.
Paul makes the break. Great work from Spruce. That was a forward pass. There was never any opportunity for Forshaw to be given that 4 points. How can he keep composed? I can't. They bombed it.
7 minutes to go. How many chances have Bradford frittered away tonight? But credit St Helens for their scrambling defence.
Come on, let's go. Trainers up.
Sean Long is fit enough to carry on. He went down, and I wondered for a moment whether the shoulder had gone again. His colleagues signalled immediately. 18 breaks from Bradford. They've scored 1 try. Oh, it's on the scrum. There's a little bit of frustration.
Well, that's the last thing that the Bulls need.
Go in, Bradford. I want you on the 10.
You don't want to play into the Saints' hands.
Let's get this done. Back off,
Seconds ticking away. He has not stopped the clock.
Simon, get in.
Now, will they keep their composure?
We'll take the piss, Sean.
And this is Iro. Ball to the ground. Bradford need the ball. St Helens are quite happy with a 2-point lead, and Chris Smith jinking his way away.
That's what's needed, just up the jumper time. No time for finesse. Oh, he's lost it. It's play on.
O'Neill, was it? Play on. The ball went backwards. Desperate defence now from St Helens.
Well, it's all happening out there. Why on earth O'Neill wanted to try to get the ball away is anybody's guess.
Vicona, but 3 are there to meet him.
No one's leaving this one.
6 minutes to go. Lowe's. Looping ball to Henry, on to Robbie. Robbie then wide, it goes to Naylor. Naylor back on the inside. More great effort from Iro and Sculthorpe. Robbie Paul. Flat run into the arms of Spruce. Spruce still so close to within 3.5 metres.
He nearly lost that, Spruce.
Vicona! Well, he's beaten by sheer weight of numbers there. That's the last tackle. James Lowes is a dummy half. Stabs it through. Oh, he's got it, Cunningham. Cunningham's away. Cunningham! That's tracking him down, and Naylor gets to him.
Great work from the hooker there. He just got the legs pumping. Didn't want to look for a pass. He did the right thing. He knew the possession was so vital.
Last 5 minutes. 2 points in it. St Helens ahead and in possession. Long. Out it goes to Iro. Long wanted it back. Iro held
Nice work from both players.
Oh, he's injured. He's injured now, as long. Cunningham to nobody, to Ilangi. Was that a knock-on? No, to Ilangi. Over the top, he must stroll in. Iro scores. Referee hasn't given it. Referee wants the video referee. Was there a pickup? Was there a pickup? Was it made cleanly? And Sean Long is down and injured while this is all happening on the other side of the field. But the moment that Stuart Cummings wants looking at is this pickup by Freddie Tuilangi.
Did it go backwards or did it go forward? Just a little touch. Again, a big call for the video referee. It's a knock-on first, then he went backwards. This will be a scrum. They'll go absolutely bananas behind that post. But I think you'll find that there's a little knock-on there. But I'm not the video referee. Yeah, he just left it and then he went back. Oh, this is a big call. He's had a big night.
Well, David Campbell got a knock-on against Michael Withers for a fingernail, and he might be getting one here against Freddie Tuilangi for a thumbnail.
And that's it. It just leaves his fingers. This will be a scrum, but that's me. I am not the video referee.
Everybody in this ground is holding his or her breath. Everyone's watching this. Oh,
it's a little one, Eddie.
Well,
but I think it will be.
My immediate reaction was knock on against Tuilangi.
It's a left hand. It's only the fingers. The second one, it went backwards. But will the video referee go for a knock forward on the first account? Talk about nerves. Iro says, I'll wrap this game up, providing he has not remembered the video referee. I think that's a knock forward. It's only slight, but it could just give the last throw of the dice for the Bulls. Or will they be put to the sword?
Well, Matthew Elliott watching on anxiously, because if this is a try, St Helens have won the title. Kevin Iro thinks he's got 2 tries in the grand final. Here's the decision. Oh, no try! Bradford are handed a lifeline.
What an incredible game this has been.
Oh, so close to the championship, Ellery Hanley.
Well, that would have been a fitting end for this game for Kevin Iro. He has had one big match.
Have we got a last twist? A kick over the top on the first tackle, inviting Spruce to chase it. Spruce does, but what great defence from Iro.
He's the man of the moment. Plonking the ball down over the in-goal area. He thought he had that vital try. He comes back to the rescue. The legs were pumping. What an effort from St Helens. They were out for the count. Bradford were making so many breaks, so many opportunities, but they just got the courage and the strength back from somewhere.
Well, listen to this crowd. That's the St Helens supporters. And the Bradford Bulls will try and respond. They've got just a few seconds more than 3 minutes remaining. Long with a drop goal attempt. It was flicked at by Anderson. Last chance for the Bulls.
Anderson took the pace off that kick. There's a break on the blind.
Withers.
Price overrun him. Withers wanted to offload.
Robbie Paul taking it to the St Helens defence. Cunningham first in.
They watch him like a hawk.
Henry Paul flicks it back to Naylor. Naylor with nowhere to go, really. No way through. This has been fantastic. St Helens defence drilled into them by Ellery Hanley.
He's injured, or is it just cramp? He can hardly play that football.
Lowes has clipped it over the top, but Wellens is there, and Wellens clears up for St Helens.
Textbook stuff there.
Matthew Elliott, his team finished top of the table, but they've got 2 minutes now to snatch this grand final away from the Saints. And Ellery Hanley is 120 seconds away from becoming the first British coach in a a decade to win the championship. It's been a magnificent effort by his men. They've soaked it up. Here's Hoppy. Bradford need the ball back. Saints have got 2 more tackles this set of 6, and they'll hoof it. Sculthorpe takes the last.
The last kick and chase, that's what's needed now. Sculthorpe takes his time.
Time off. Play the ball, last tackle, he's in the way.
And there's a player injured. It's Scott Naylor, who is being helped from the field of play. He's in the way, so that's why the referee has held the clock up, because he would be right in the middle of all the action. And Bradford have got no more subs. Neither of St Helens, but Saints at the moment have got 13 fit men on the field. Bradford only 12. Long will just smack it downfield, and Spruce.
It's a good one too.
Oh, that's it.
Ball game. It's all over now.
That's it.
That's good night, Irene, and he knows it. Deary me.
Ellery Hanley's men have won a famous victory, I think. St Helens, who were the inaugural champions in '96, will follow it up with their second title in the summer era. They are 55 seconds away. They're going to get possession at this scrum 10 metres from the line. Long has got it. He's buried by McDermott and Spruce, but Long can smile. Aitchison. Referee wants Bradford back on their own try line. They aren't. Nowhere near. Joint. The captain almost won it with a try in the last minute, but maybe he won't need to. Cunningham to Sculthorpe. Out-muscled. 15 seconds to go. 2 tackles remaining. St Helens in possession with O'Neill. O'Neill to within 1 metre. They're counting down. Listen to them. St Helens are going to win the title. Cunningham pinches one anyway. Cunningham held up, but it doesn't matter. They've won it. St Helens from second place after the weekly round. What thoughts must be going through Matthew Elliott's mind? St Helens have won the title. They've won the grand final. There are scenes of joy on this field. Look at Freddie Tuilangi. That's what it means to him. In front of a record crowd at Old Trafford. For Bradford, the despair. For St Helens, the joy. The Saints are champions. Henry Paul thought that the try he scored in the first half might have been enough. Until the 66th minute it was. Then Kevin Iro scored the try. It was goaled by Sean Long, and St Helens have won by 8 points to 6. That's what it means to be the top dogs of the Super League. What a match Tuilangi has had. And Ellery Hanley, thumbs up to somebody in the crowd. A great win. Kevin Iro scored the try that won it in the end. Long's kick. Here he is with Bill.
At the end, it took some winning.
Oh, it's unbelievable, man. It was so tight, you know. It was to and fro, and, you know, could have gone either way.
You must have thought that the Bulls were going to convert some of that possession into points. That got so close, didn't they?
Yeah, you know, they're such a strong side, and they take the yards well. And we just managed to hold out, you know, on those few occasions and come away with it.
What got you through?
Oh, it's just, you know, pure guts. I mean, you know, it's such a good team spirit up there at Saints, and, you know, I think that got us through it.
And you must have thought you'd wrapped it up right at the end, Kevin.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that Freddie was facing, you know, our line, and he'd knocked it back. But, you know, win's a win.
I better let you go and celebrate. Well done.
Cheers.
Yes, Kevin Iro, 6 Wembley tries, but the try he scored here at Old Trafford will be the one he remembers into the new millennium. And there he is, the rookie coach of Super League in his first season. He's a championship winner. The first Briton in 10 years to win the title. Here he is, he's with Bill.
Ellery, that was heart in the mouth time, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think my boys played very, very well today in the sense that we had to defend very, very well. The second half, we played nearly all the football in our own half, so we have to commend our defence. We've worked very well this season, but what I don't want to forget, it's been a massive effort from the whole squad. People like Scott Barrow, the people who missed out like Tony as well, Tony Stewart as well. You know, not to forget those players as well, Mark Edmondson and Tim Yonkers, all the rest of the guys. My apologies if I've forgotten any of the players out, but the thing is, it's an exciting time for the whole club, and I think that we've moved forward one step closer to securing, making sure that we're becoming much more professional.
And personally, what does it mean to you?
Well, to be quite honest, it's not my hour at all. I think the players have put the bodies on the line today. They've obeyed my instructions. They've worked very, very well on defence, the inside defence. Look, we've still got a long way to go, and we've got work to do next season, but we'll take care of that next season.
I think you can celebrate now.
Well, yeah, we'll probably have a water now, but I'd also like to say thank you for Bradford as well. I think that they made a great game of it as well, and it was a great spectacle. And thank you to the whole of St Helens. The public have been absolutely marvellous. Thank you very much.
The guys are allowed to drink now.
They're allowed to have a drink now, that's not a problem. Okay, thank you very much.
Ellery Hanley smiling because he is the winner of the grand final, or at least his team is. Ever the pragmatist, and he wants to build for next year already. Incredible. How about the losers? Henry Paul, the face says it all, he's with Angela.
Henry Paul, that second ring just wasn't your destiny, was it?
Hey, I can honestly say that tonight we gave our all, and it's not to be, you're right. We work hard next year and we try and come back to this place. Magnificent, our fans were terrific tonight, but we were beaten by a team that took their chance and they took it well.
That defence of theirs just wouldn't let you pass, would it? You tried and tried and you pummeled at it.
Oh, I mean, we pierced through them, but that last pass seemed to always go down. And when you don't take it, when we didn't take our opportunities, they capitalised on theirs. Good luck to them.
You've been a winner here. How's it feel to be on the losing side?
It's not a nice feeling. I'm hurting inside, but I've got to lift myself up now. I'm going home to hopefully do my best for New Zealand now, and you know, credit the Saints. They deserved it tonight, and I'll look hard for train hard next year and come back here. Thanks very much.
Henry Paul taking it on the chin. His name will be in the history books as a try scorer here, but a try scorer on the losing side. Steve-O, an absolute heartbreak for the Bradford Bulls, but what a triumph for Ellery Hanley St Helens.
They fully deserved it.
And Henry Paul will tuck in behind his brother, Captain Robbie. And so this hoodoo, Steve-O, in major finals on neutral territory continues to haunt the Bradford club.
Certainly does, and you can see the disappointment etched on all the players' faces, and of course the coach. He knows inside that he will relive this game many, many times over. The opportunities they did not take. We said it at half-time, it can be so cruel, but you have to take that chance. Psychologically, it just really was too much for the Bulls.
It's now too much for their supporters.
When Iro crossed for that try. And you mentioned the officials going up. I thought they did exceptionally well. Stuart Cummins handled the game quite well, but what a night for the video referee.
He should get a commemorative medal as well, shouldn't he, David Campbell?
Well, maybe he wouldn't get one from the Bradford Bulls supporters. Remember, it was a fraction, a fingernail, that denied Leon Price that try. It was Withers that just was deemed to have knocked on, just like it was when Iro went over for what he thought was a second try. But it is a sad night for the Bradford Bulls. But let's not linger on the losers. What an effort from St Helens. They were out for the count, and how they got back off the canvas is anybody's guess. And when you do that, that's a sign of a magnificent side.
Yes, they've done really well. Bill Ashurst was the last man, by the way, the only previous loser to win the Harry Sunderland Award. The first Kiwi since Sam Panapa with Wigan in '94, Henry Paul. But Bradford have left the stage now, and it's now the Saints who will come up and collect their commemorative rings. Vice-captain Paul Sculthorpe is up first. The captain is being saved to the last, and then they will have their hands on the JJB Super League trophy. Dave Whelan is a Wiganer at heart, deep, deep down, but he now smiles and shakes the hand of every one of these St Helens players. They have won the championship, and they have been absolutely magnificent here at Old Trafford tonight. What an effort. Bradford led for so long, for over an hour, 66 minutes. But they couldn't get across the line in the second half. And now here is Chris Joynt. Hasn't got the trophy yet. Hasn't had it presented yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Joynt, the captain of St Helens.
And Chris Joynt will talk to the crowd.
First of all, commiserations to Bradford. Don't ever write the Saints off again. Just the St Helens fans, both watching here tonight and all on the TV at home, thank you very much for your continued support. But most of all, I'd like to thank the continuing support of my teammates and coach. They're absolute credit to themselves.
Well said, Chris Joynt.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 1999 JJB Super League champions, St Helens.
And he gets the trophy from Dave Whelan, and St Helens are the 1999 champions. Who would have predicted this moment? He would. A very, very proud man. Well, they will celebrate in Manchester long into the night with the St Helens supporters. And I rather fancy that there is the party of the year taking place just up the East Lancashire Road in St Helens itself. Bradford Bulls have left the building. St Helens will go on their customary lap of honour. But first, they will pose for the pictures that will be part of the album for many, many years to come. An outstanding team effort, Steve-O, flattened by the Bulls 2 weeks ago. 40 points to 4. Victors here tonight, 8 points to 6.
It's all about character and digging deep, and they know inside. And they will glance at those wonderful gold rings for many, many years to come on this wonderful night where courage was displayed. It was absolutely outstanding. The pressure that they had to absorb. Bradford threw everything at them. The kitchen sink, you name it. They had so many breaks, so many opportunities, and yet they came away with nothing. That's the beauty of sport. The courage, the fight back, and the wonderful emotion. And what a night for that man. So many times as a player, he tasted success, held aloft trophies like that. The first as a coach, and I'm sure that no one would deny him this moment of glory tonight. A job well done, but as he mentioned, tonight is all about his players, and it's right, but they have been guided well by all concerned in the coaching staff at Saints.
Yes, it could easily have been such a different story, couldn't it? He fell out with his board mid-season, then the two parties made their peace. And almost from then, it was their destiny, I suppose, to get here to Old Trafford and to win the grand final.
Well, they never lost belief in themselves. The opportunities when they were stretched so many times that when Bradford were piercing their defence, not once did their heads go down. There was always that opportunity. And when it came, it was spectacular how they achieved it. What an emotional moment for these players. And of course, the loyal fans. Let's pay tribute to them today. A record crowd here. What an atmosphere. What a game. And I'm sure it's going to be one heck of a night if you're a Saints supporter.
It most certainly will be. And Ellery Hanley, a teetotaler, but he has said that his players tonight may have a drink.